Hello everybody, this is Feeqs, and welcome back to the Let's Play world. So, today I actually wanted to do something a little different. I've been just laying so much freaking snow in prep for this project that it just eats up all my time, and I don't really have time to, make videos consistently. So like I was saying, yeah, not make videos consistently. Which is kind of unfortunate because I want to start making more consistent videos, but I'm at like a catch-22 here because the projects I tend to do aren't necessarily small-scale projects, and so they take a lot of prep, and then which means I'm doing stuff like this, laying down snow, and I'm just not really, that's kind of boring to watch someone placing snow. So I spend most of my time doing that, and then by the time I actually get an episode out, now it's a month later, and it's just not ideal. So actually, what I think I'm going to start doing, or what at least what I want to try, is just kind of essentially talking while I'm doing these kind of mind-numbing projects. Just kind of list out some thoughts, opinions about the game, just things that I'd like to see changed or whatever. Just to have something kind of going up in between these long stretches where I'm, doing all this type of stuff. Because it may not seem like it, but man, I probably put a good 50 to 60 hours into each video that I make between editing, recording, getting all the bloopers out and all that kind of stuff. And doing that in between trying to do, a full-time job, which is a pretty demanding job. I mean, I probably put in about 60 hours a week working there, if not more. It doesn't leave a whole lot of time between, doing this and family and everything else, but this is still something I really want to do. I mean, I've been kind of doing this on and off for a good 10 years now, over 10 years now, and I've never been at it too consistently to where I could build my channel. And that kind of bothers me. But the fact that I keep coming back to it tells me that it's something that I do want to do. And I enjoy doing. I just, between having to pay bills and, having a family and everything, you just don't have a whole lot of time to, squeeze this type of stuff in. So that's kind of what I hope to, at least alleviate a little bit doing something like this. So anyway, now that I kind of explained what the idea is, we got some topics I kind of want to talk about. Just kind of air out my thoughts and opinions. Things I've kind of thought for a long time, and I don't really see the Minecraft community bringing up or anything like that, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I'm just like the only one on this island and I'm the only one that feels this way, or if there's others that just don't have voices because they don't really record. And it's kind of hard to get a voice out there these days. There's so many people doing this stuff. So many people doing YouTube. So many people doing Minecraft videos and everything else. You can't really have a voice per se. It kind of gets drowned out because of there's just so many people doing it. Anyway, one thing I really wanted to talk about was it kind of related to this project is the Enderman griefing. I cannot stand it. Oh my goodness. I wish it was not in the game. I don't know why it was put in the game. Personally, I think it was added. I think Notch added it all those years ago when he first implemented Enderman, just as kind of like a test to see if he's able to program mobs to be able to pick up blocks and do things. This is interesting. What are you doing here? Anyway, but yeah, I kind of pick up blocks and kind of interact with them because I think the Enderman's one of the first ones, aside from the creeper that exploded, that kind of interacted with the environment. So I mean, it kind of makes sense that the Enderman would, if he wanted that out of a mob, and he, was testing it, he would test it with the newest mob that he added, and then, just see what he could do, see what he could program, create, whatever. And I think that's how it started, and it just kind of stuck. And I don't know why. It is so it's not needed. It adds no value to the game. If anything, it hurts the game. Um, in relation to this, like, I have so much Enderman damage in all my areas, all my sections. This is one of them, and I've been picking up. That's why I ended up with this grass block. Is they're in the trees. I got sand blocks in the trees. I've did a pretty good job cleaning up most of it here. But in relation to like placing all this snow, I'm spending hours placing the snow, and I still come across where Enderman plopped a block out, and now I gotta place snow there. So like essentially, this will be a never-ending thing because of Enderman, which is not ideal. Same thing with like this stuff over here. I've been placing podzol on these because it's relatively easy to, you know, craft or get, and then I can do multiple layers on it and it won't die. But yeah, I keep finding this stuff all over the place too, back in caves and stuff. And there's no real good reason I can come up with as to why the Enderman would be picking up blocks. So I don't know. And to be completely honest with you, I would prefer the Enderman just to be removed from the overworld entirely. I think it'd be better for the progression of the game if you had to go to the Nether to get your Ender pearls. It makes sense. You could still complete the game, and everything, and then you don't have to really worry about this type of issue at all. Or at the very least, they could at least just disable, where Enderman can pick up blocks. It is just so annoying to have to deal with. But yeah, that's kind of my rant on the Enderman. I don't know. I just don't like it. And like I said, I can't really come up with a good argument as to why it's a good thing. I mean, other than the fact that it's classic Minecraft. It's what Endermen have always done since their introduction to the game. But I still firmly believe that it was just kind of like a test idea to see if it was, something that he could code into the game, and then it just kind of stuck. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's how I feel. But yeah, this thing's coming along. I have spent a ton of time placing snow. Like, as you can see, I mean, I'm gonna get this tree pretty much done, but like you can see, I've got snow everywhere. And let's see if I go over to this little lake over here. This is all the shulker boxes that I had that I've been placing throughout the week. This was all full of snow, and now they're all empty. And now I get to stand at my little snow factory and AFK there to get some more to do it all over again. Because I still have a ton to go. Like, I gotta go way back there a little ways. Probably go out this way a little bit more. I think I'm getting relatively close to where I can start working on the mountain section. Which, oh man, that's gonna take forever in of itself. Just placing all those stone bricks to start building the mountain up. But yeah, I think it'll all be worth it in the end. This, like I said, this project is probably gonna take another 8 to 10 years, at least at the rate I'm playing, unless something crazy happens. Let's see. I can check my stats real quick just to see how much snow I have placed. Let's go to items maybe. Times used, mined, times used. There we go. It has surpassed the button. Oh my goodness. I didn't think that button was going to get passed for a long time. Oh man, I have doubled it. And I still have a ways to go. That's bananas. But yeah. I just have so much snow to place. And like it's put a good dent in it. Like I said, all this is done. I gotta go through all the trees. I think the trees is what makes it the worst. Because I put it all on the grass. And then I gotta go through and do it again on all the trees. And like, it's mostly just placing. It's not too bad. I usually throw a YouTube video on and just let it, play in the background. But I think this might be a better way to utilize the downtime in between videos. Just kind of get some, quick insight. This shouldn't take too long to edit. And hopefully I get some feedback whether or not this is a good idea or not. I don't know. Um, even if it's negative feedback or something, I'll probably still continue doing this. Like I said, I think my biggest issue isn't necessarily always the quality of the content. I think I put a lot of time in it, and I know there's a lot of things I could do to improve. But I think my biggest issue is just the output of content. I just don't put out enough. I mean, one video a month, that's not cutting it, man. Like, I need a couple of videos a week more than likely, but at least a couple of videos a month. And like I said, I don't have enough time to sit there and do these big projects and, you know, everything else that I got to do. So I think this will be good, like, I guess, somewhat filler content. And even if someone doesn't necessarily watch the full thing or part of it or even at all, it could be something that you could throw on in the background or something and listen to. I don't know. I know that's what I do. I don't necessarily pay attention to what people are talking about per se. I just kind of, I like that voice in the background while I'm just kind of doing mind-numbing work like this. So, I don't know. Let me see how long this has been running, and we'll see if it's a good point to stop or not. Okay, so we're roughly about the 10-minute mark, somewhere in there, just depending on what I keep or cut out or anything. I think my goal for these videos are probably to be around the 15-minute mark. So that's not too bad. Trust me, I got plenty of things I could talk about this game. I've been playing it since it's been out. You know, so I definitely got quite the experience in it. But it's just a matter of I guess how I you know, the order I talk about things. I gotta sleep. Gotta make sure we don't get those Endermen to spawn, man. Look at that, right in the waterbed. Here we go. So anyway, I'll probably, let's see, I got like about a stack and a half left. Ooh, spider jockey. Wasn't very long before that guy spawned. This is something else I have got to do. This drives me nuts. This is kind of like my semi-main portal. This is supposed to be my main portal of the whole world. And that is it. It just, there's nothing. There's no building it's in. It's not even in a cave. It's terrible. And I keep man, the amount of mobs I get that spawn in there. The friendly mobs. Oh, look at that. I know what that was. I know I didn't miss that spot. That was 100% Enderman. I probably got that grass block in a cave somewhere. But anyway, I don't know. Speaking back on that thing though, like I definitely need to create a good portal room for my main portal. Because all those friendly mobs that end up in the Nether hub, they're not great. They're kind of annoying, to be honest with you. This is another thing I probably should do, is start putting ice in these things. It's supposed to be a little bit of a frozen wasteland. But anyway, almost out of this stack here. Now I'm going to go AFK again for more and more snow. So this one might be a little bit, like that, I'm out. This one's probably going to be a little bit shorter than what I kind of intended. Like I said, I'm probably going to try and keep these about the 15-minute mark. And if this is the format that I go with, I mean, I could pump a couple of these out a day, to be honest with you. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. Those pesky Endermen, man. And that's only in this area. You should see some of the parts that I don't care about. Actually, you know what? let's tag over there real quick. Alright, so we're coming into my super tree project thing here. It's basically just a bunch of spruce saplings that are not spruce, but oak saplings that I placed down to cover the entire island to make a super tree. It's not important. It's just that's how I get my oak wood. But anyway, yeah. So like I'm here all the time, and I kind of AFK here. This is where I get my beeswax and my honey and stuff like that. Because I don't have an official spot for it at my base. And look at this. Look at all this Enderman damage, and I'm not even over here that often. Like that's crazy. There's my little first chicken farm thing too that I made. But yeah, look at all this Enderman damage, and I'm barely over here. Especially at night, I always sleep. That's why I got this bed over here. As soon as it starts turning dark, I go to sleep, and then I start putting all my sticks and crap and stuff like that in here. I try and place down as much saplings as I can. This thing's just solid wood. That's kind of how this project started. But yeah, that's all that Enderman damage, and it's for what? There's no benefit out of it. All it does is just mess up my builds. Like that area over there, I don't really care. There's a couple areas that I don't really care that if they damage or tear apart, but you know, this snow area is gonna matter. And I just wish there was a way that I could counter that. Because obviously I don't want to light up the whole area, right? Then the snow will melt. So that's not really an option. I guess I could make everything like a couple layers thick of snow. But I already got 200,000 plus blocks of snow placed, or layers of snow placed. And I'm not even like a quarter of the way done with what I need. We're talking literally like doubling or tripling that just in what I already have. No, thank you. So, and you know, sleeping the night away is not exactly the best idea. But I mean, yeah, we can see that. Like, I definitely sleep at that little oak area, and I still have Enderman damage. I don't know. It's just, it'd be so much easier if they just didn't spawn in the overworld, and it just wasn't a problem at all. But, oh, you know what? I need to go get all those freaking... Anyway, back on to the outro here that I was trying to do a little bit ago. Yeah, so this is, you know, kind of my first format of doing this. Not really anything particularly planned. If anything, it was more of a rant. But, yeah, I think this is something I'll probably do for a little bit. Just kind of talk, explain my thoughts, ideas, or whatever. While I'm doing these pretty boring projects, because it's a lot of time and not a lot of content that I can yield out of it. Oof. Filled up. But anyway, yeah, like I said, give me your thoughts, opinions, and feedback, all that kind of stuff. I would love to hear it, so I can improve. I'm definitely looking to improve. And yeah, I guess we'll see how this one goes. Oh my goodness.